And a pleasant good evening to you and to yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network and our special presentation of 2A-7 District Championship Soccer. Good evening, everybody. I am Alan Slaughtersinski. I am live from Catherine A. Ford Field at Kelly Stadium here on the campus of beautiful Holy Trinity High School. And tonight we've got two teams that have totally different things at stake here tonight. For Holy Trinity, it's about winning another district championship, the seventh straight under Adrian Moreno, the ninth straight for the program, and keeping a hold of the number one seed in 2A Region 2. For Edgewood, well, the path is only one way into the state tournament, and that's to pull the big upset here tonight. One of the players you'll hear us talking about tonight is Evan Spreitzer. Prior to the match tonight, Evan was presented with the Florida Dairy Farmers 1A Cross Country Runner of the Year. Brevard Sports Network was very blessed to be invited by Holy Trinity to be a part of that ceremony. So right now, before the match tonight, why don't we go ahead and show that to you? And here it is.
Listen up. Hey, thanks for all coming. We're here today to present a very, very special award to one of Holy Trinity's greatest ever athletes, Evan Spreitzer. We are presenting today the Florida Dairy Farmers Award. It's got a bit of a strange name, but basically the Florida Dairy Farmers, they're the biggest sponsor for FHSAA. And it's a huge organization. And they've been working with FHSAA for a long time, I think since '92, and they want their name associated with the best awards. So anytime you see a Dairy Farmers Award, it basically means the best in the state. And that is what we are presenting today. So I'm going to hand it over to Coach Bailey, who's going to give a few highlights about Evan.
All right, let's talk about what the best in the state looks like. First of all, thanks guys for showing up to be here with us to support Evan in this. Like Coach said, great accomplishment. So the first thing I'll say, guys, is Evan is this year, well, the 2025 season is made him the most decorated cross-country athlete in Holy Trinity history, and we know that's saying a lot considering the strong tradition here. Here's some things he did this season. First at FSU pre-state meet, Evan went sub 15. There's only been 4 guys to do that. He's currently number 3 on that list. Went 15, was that 58? 14, 58 on that. Couple weeks later, Evan won the 1A championship, running away with that race, state champion. Couple weeks later, Brooks South Regional is where he broke the school record, broke Daniel Moore's record, 14:52, won that race, exciting finish. A lot of you guys saw it. And then he wrapped up his cross-country season with the 15th place finish with his All-American at Brooks National. So, guys, greatest distance runner, Holy Trinity history, Evan Spreitzer. Here it is.
I think the first thing I want to know is, for a guy that wasn't doing this 3 years ago, what does it mean to be able to capture awards? I mean, this is an extremely prestigious honor to be able to capture. What does it mean to you? I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it means a lot. Starting running 2 years ago, I was just running to get in shape for soccer, but then I think this just really shows like the hard work that I put in and like all the long nights and early mornings that I wake up every day. It like reflects my hard work. So yeah.
Coach, you ever seen anything like this in your entire career?
No, I have not.
And the reason I mean, distance running, pardon me for saying this, and God bless all the distance runners, it's an acquired taste that becomes a love. How do you, I mean, what did you see in them? When did you see it?
I saw Evan on the soccer field probably three years ago, right before he started. Like, they play soccer in the winter, so I saw him out there running. I obviously wanted to come out and run and just get faster, get better, but immediately said that guy has a gift. I used the word Prefontaine. People thought I was crazy. I'm like, has the same stride, things like that. And it turned out to be, came out the track that spring, and it's just like, I was like, this guy's going to be a stud. That was his, sophomore year. And from then, it's, ran cross country and just showed us his strength. Hard worker, like he said, self-driven, puts his talent to work.
State champ, state champ. Now you're back on the, obviously you have soccer. You're going to go win a state championship there too. But you're going to go back on the track here in the spring, and you're defending state champ there. What are your goals this season for spring?
My goal is to try to go as close to sub-4 as I can in the mile, and then just try to run like the best 2-mile time I can possible to try to put myself at like the national level.
This is only the 6th time in 9 years I've been present for a Florida Dairy Farmers Award. Congratulations to you, Evan. Well deserved. And good luck in soccer and good luck this spring. Thank you. All right, welcome back here. I want to let you know that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Gillen and Lindback. You may have options when choosing a personal injury lawyer in Melbourne, Palm Bay, Brevard County. When choosing your attorney, it's important to realize that all law firms are not equal and that the decision you make could truly have lasting impressions for the rest of your life. In fact, at a personal level, living it now. At Gillen and Lindback, their clients are their top priorities. They understand how difficult it can be to face a life-altering injury. Let them fight for your rights and the fair compensation you are owed. Their team of skilled personal injury lawyers are prepared to put their years of experience to work for you. They employ resources from the day a case comes in, and their trial-ready approach to litigation allows them to get cases prepared and set for trial expeditiously. Gillen, and Lindback. BrevardInjuryLaw.com. Here we go. Ready for action here as the teams have been introduced. And we are ready to rock and roll. As we... Again, it is for Holy Trinity. The task is simple. Win tonight. You're ranked number 2 in 2A. You'll be home for the regional quarters, regional finals, or regional semifinals, and then the regional finals. You'll have 3 more home games as long as you keep winning. Edgewood, if you lose, your season will come to an end. If you upset Holy Trinity tonight, you sneak in as the number 8 seed in 2A Region 2. The Red Wolves come in with 23 goals scored this year. They've allowed 17. Holy Trinity, 36 goals this year. They've allowed just 6. Since we last joined you, though, they have been beaten. They were beaten by West Shore in the final match of the regular season. I tell you, man, as a coach, I don't want to go into the state tournament with a 0 in the loss column. Perfect seasons are nice, but I as a coach, I personally wouldn't want to go in to the state tournament with a donut in the loss column. It's great if you can do it and go through the entire tournament, but I've been on a team that did that, and you just always feel you're good, you're going to win, but there is that everlasting psychological thing with that other shoe drops. As we get ready to go, Holy Trinity will be in their navy blue, moving from left to right on your handheld device. And Edgewood will be in white, moving from right to left. The goalkeeper for Edgewood is number 1, Mateo Goico Shannon. He is a sophomore. And for Holy Trinity, it is Dustin Strom. And I had a chance to talk to Dustin before the match tonight inside the athletic center. And that young man is even bigger than he looks from here. He's huge. If I'm Hurley Brown, what is he? I don't have his year. I'm telling you right now, I mean, he is tight end built. Edgewood will kick it off here, and we will commence with the 2A-7 District Championship. The Tigers going for their unbelievable 9th straight District Championship. 7th under Adrian Moreno. And we are underway. And Edgewood immediately going to try. Edgewood has nothing to lose tonight. I mean, if I'm Edgewood head coach Nate Johnson, I'm throwing everything and the kitchen sink at the Tigers back line tonight. Of course, there is a danger in that. That danger is you expose yourself on the other side, just like this. Nice pass, shot, and a goal! Cooper Uzier puts it in, and we aren't in but 2 minutes into the game. And Uzier banks one in the upper left-hand corner. Grady Houston with the assist, and it's 1-0. Holy Trinity. That's the danger of throwing everything in the kitchen sink at the defense. Especially a team as dangerous and as good as Holy Trinity is. 1-0 right out of the gate here. I don't know why I stopped the clock, but I'm going to let it run. That goal wasn't a minute into the game. Cooper just buried it on a beautiful pass by Houston. Here they come again. That was Kathan Gillen trying to get that across and nearly did. And this will be, I think, a corner. Let me slide this down because you know the issue we have here. Yeah, you won't be able to see that. But it is a corner. Here it comes. And headed out by Edgewood, but popped through the uprights, and that'll be a goal kick. Just underway, 50 seconds into the match, Cooper Uzier from Grady Houston, and it's 1-0 Tigers. Goico Shannon puts his leg into it. And that'll cross the touchline. And this will be a Tiger throw-in. Want to make sure everybody understands that after tonight, as soon as the stream ends, it will go into private-only mode and will not be available to the public again, this stream, until the season has come to an end for the Holy Trinity Tigers. So if you have somebody that said they're going to catch it later, you might want to send them the link now. Here they come again. And that, oh, what a great job by the defender. Ball's loose, and another goal. Another goal. Clean. That goal was scored by William Seitz. And he just cleaned up a loose ball in the middle and buries it. And just like that, it's 2-0, Holy Trinity. And the Tigers, look like 15.
Assist by Tommy Green.
Tommy Green on the assist. And the Tigers have come to play tonight. No playing around with the opponent. They know when it's postseason. This is a team that's been to the last 2 Final Fours. And, yeah, you don't play around with dangerous teams like Edgewood. You take advantage when you can, and you put them away as soon as possible. Cooper with the yellow armband, captain's armband also. Wearing the armband tonight is Duncan McKenzie. Ball fed down the left wing. And again, Holy Trinity applies pressure. That one just went scorched earth off the foot of the Tiger forward. 2-0. Not 5 minutes in yet. Goal kick coming. Nice header there. Oh, what a feed down low. Doesn't get there, but here comes Houston again with trying another gorgeous feed, but Edgewood is able to cut it off, but back in front in the box, and the Red Wolves clear it out. Out of the lower scoring third, in Edgewood back up the pitch. That is Giannis Mazadon that tried to feed that ahead, and Seitz nice cross in front, and that'll be, I can't see where it went out, but I would imagine that's going to be a corner. Throw in, okay. So we got a throw in coming. Not as bad, not as cold tonight, it doesn't feel like, as it was last night, but it's coming this weekend. I'm a big fan of Dennis Phillips, and I saw his forecast and said maybe snow flurries. What? Get out of here. That ball was loose again, and that was nearly another goal. That's a trip. And that'll be a free kick coming for the Tigers. Coming from a dangerous angle. If you're Edgewood, this is a, if you're right-footed, man, this is a perfect spot. Nice ball into the box, good feed. Gillen gives chase. Another throw in coming. And Gillen handles that as well. A lot of playing in the box. Oh! Uzier's shot just drilled. I believe that was off the football goalpost, which is why it's a goal kick. Man, that thing had some trajectory on it. And right to Gillen that thing goes. And Edgewood finally across the midfield circle. They've been there just one other time. That was in the first 20 seconds of the match. And they came at Holy Trinity full force. And then the Tigers made them pay with a goal 20 seconds later. Throw in. The West Shore Wildcats will also reach the FHSAA 2A tournament. They are ranked in the top 8 and should remain there when the brackets come out. I think Friday they come out. One other boys district championship to be decided tonight, and then that'll wrap up district championship play in Brevard County, as I believe all the girls championships have been settled. All the boys championships will be settled tonight. On the girls' side in 2A, it was West Shore defeating Edgewood in PKs last night. What a match that was. In 3A, it was Cocoa Beach. In 4A, it was Satellite. And in 6A on Monday night, it was Vieira. Those are your girls' district champs. And on the boys' side, in 3A and 2A is decided tonight. No, check that. 4A and 2A. 3A champs was Cocoa Beach. You know what? It was the astronaut girls that beat Cocoa. I'm trying to keep it straight in my head. I have to look. It was the astronaut boys that defeated Cocoa Beach. The Cocoa Beach girls won. So it was the astronaut boys that defeated Cocoa Beach to advance to the state tournament. And in 6A last night, it was Chance. Shot. Oh, Strom comes out to cut the angle down and makes a nice kick save, I guess you would call that. And in 6A last night, Vieira defeated Melbourne 4-2. Shelton with 2 goals. A sophomore having a great year for the Hawks. Shelton with 2 goals in that one last night. And then tonight, Merritt Island will play Satellite, and of course this matchup here. And then all the district championships are decided, and we'll find out, I believe, Friday, sometime around noon, 1, 2 o'clock, the final seedings and who plays where in the regional quarterfinals set to begin next week at locations throughout the state of Florida. Holy Trinity, we know, will be here until they either lose or go to the Final Four. That ball is loose in front. Shot. Oh, wow, what a save. I tell you what, I don't know how he got that, but he made one heck of a save on that ball. And that was bold to jump in front of the foot of Cooper like that. Boy, goes Shannon with a nice one there. Coming up a little bit later, about an hour and 15 minutes, my man Brian Kelly will be on the call for some boys basketball tonight as he's at Rockledge as the Hawks, Viera Hawks, travel over to play the Rockledge Raiders tonight in the backyard brawl basketball style. Once again, we want to thank Gillen, and Limbeck tonight, our game sponsor. That ball floats in front, and goes Shannon there with it. Played out, but played right back. Holy Trinity is just doing a terrific job here tonight. This is Luke Dagler. Luke feeds it ahead, back to Dagler. Tries to slide that thing down the left wing there, low into the corner, but turns into a goal kick. 26:45 to play in the match, or the first half, I should say. Strom teases the forward a little bit and then clears it out. And the Tigers, oh, nice settle. And that should be a PK, and it will. Yes, indeed. Wait, that's not a penalty kick? Okay. I was pretty sure he was tackled in the box. Nope. This will be a corner. Grady Houston to take it from the far side there. A nice ball right to a Redwood, though. Was filling out the spring sports schedule today, and my goodness gracious, do we have a spring? And that is another goal! Wow! Who nailed that? Who was it? Cooper again? Oh my goodness, Cooper Ezeri with another goal, his second of the night. Absolute thing of beauty on that one. 3-0. And it's 3-0. Checking in for Edgewood is Nathaniel. Yes. Jack Sedek. And we're off and running again. Again, my clock won't stop, so I'll stop it at the water break. I'm about a minute faster than the game clock right now. But it just gives you a general idea of how much time is remaining. It's always usually within a minute or two of the game clock. Here we go again. Back down. Here's the rush. Chance again. Onside. Houston. Oh. That's foot to foot. Checking in for Holy Trinity is Ron Wright. Quickly throws it in and quickly played back. It's been all Holy Trinity. And Grady Houston trying to make it 4-0. Houston in the box. Houston nearly had it. Little lofter here and right into the arms of Goiko Shannon, the sophomore keeper. And it stays 3-0. Ball is played ahead, and Goiko Shannon will grab it and plant his right foot into it. We are rapidly approaching the water break, the first half water break, which will come somewhere around the 20-minute mark, halfway through the first half. 21 and change right now to be played in half one. This is Spreitzer with it. Spreitzer feeds it ahead to Houston. Foot race. And throw in by Gilland. Or corner. Ball drifts through. That throw in went all the way to the keeper. Coming up at halftime, in case you missed it, before the match tonight, we will have the award presentation of. Fooled you, didn't I? You thought I was going to say absolutely nothing. We actually have something at halftime tonight. We have the award presentation of Florida Dairy Farmers Cross Country Runner of the Year, to Evan Spreitzer. And this is Grady Houston with a beautiful feed to Gillen. Gillen back in front, shot, and a goal. And a goal. Evan Spreitzer, the guy we were just talking about, picks up the goal. Spreitzer. That was some beautiful back and forth there in the box. Spreitzer with the finish makes this thing 4-0. Congratulations on the award, Evan. And that will take us to the first half water break. We'll step aside and we'll be right back here on Brevard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows and let's get started.
All right, welcome back, Catherine A. Ford Field at Kelly Stadium. And there you see on your screen the FHSAA State Soccer Championships coming up from 1A to 3A. That's going to take place Tuesday through Saturday, February 17th through the 21st at Lake Myrtle Sports Park Soccer Stadium Field in Auburndale, Florida. And that's where Holy Trinity plays in. So Spec Martin Stadium will host 4A through 7A Monday through Saturday, February 23rd through the 28th. Get your tickets now at GoFan. As we get set to start the second half of the second half, let me fix, or the second half of the first half. Say that 20 times. Let me fix the clock here. Tigers up 4-0. 2 goals by Cooper Uzier. Goal by Will Seitz, and then Evans Brust just missed that one. And that could easily have been 5-0 right there. What are we getting here? Looks like a corner. That was a little awkward. We'll do that again. That ball just flew out of that corner, didn't it? in front and played out by Edgewood. Tigers are just camping in the box tonight. That's a turnover. Cooper looking for a hat trick. Already has 2 tonight. Saw one of those Monday night here on Brevard Sports Network is Caroline Detweiler with a natural hat trick on Monday night for Vieira. And the girls win over Melbourne. Duncan McKenzie. Nope. Back to McKenzie again. McKenzie with a cross. No one in particular. Nice feed ahead, but good defense by Roan Wright. Cooper Yazier with it. Feeds it over to Gillen. Played back and played ahead. Gillen again near the touchline. Feeds it through the middle. And here come the Tigers on the attack. And he picked up a forehead in the eyebrow. That never feels good. I had to get stitches on my eyebrow once, and it's just weird place to get stitches because they have to shave your eyebrow. At least they did mine. You just look ridiculous for a month. Nice feed. Grady Houston trying to feed a little miscommunication there and headed back down by Kush Baroka. And the Tigers again on the attack. Played out. Oh, nice ball in the box. And the header grabbed by Glico Shannon to keep it at 4-0. Duncan McKenzie playing some great defense. Running circles. Played back to Strom, who hasn't seen very much action at all tonight. Did make a nice kick save earlier. Dangerous pass across the middle with a player there. McKenzie. And this is just the Tigers playing catch with it. And that's played ahead and all the way into the box and scooped up by the keeper. Spreitzer again tries to chip it ahead for Grady Houston, but scooped up by Guico Shannon. Busy man tonight. What do we got here? Got a player down. Oh, he's up. You don't want to see that. 4-0 game, well on your way to a district championship. You do not want to lose anybody. It's Grady Houston coming off, and he seems to be okay, which is a good sign. Again, the Tigers are the second-ranked team in all of 2A. The only team ranked ahead of them in 2A is Tampa Prep. Ironically, both Tampa Prep and Holy Trinity have the same record. So that's wild. They are separated by 1 point. 1 point. That's it. So it's even possible, and I have to look, that, let me see what Tampa Prep did in their district tournament, because it's possible that if Tampa Prep is upset in there, they weren't. They won it. They beat Carrollwood Day 2-0. So it'll probably stay 1-2. The Tigers will be they'll be the top seed in their region. And some potential first-round opponents would include Carrollwood Day, McClay, Episcopal School of Jacksonville. Actually, I said West Shore would still make it, and then they won't. I apologize. Oh, no, never mind. That's wrong. Disregard that information. For the region, I was looking at overall rankings. And played back out. Little push there. All right, so as far as the Region 2, yes, West Shore is there. And Holy Trinity's potential first-round opponent could be Trinity Prep, Crescent City, or Cardinal Newman. Maybe even West Shore. We'll have to wait and see who that 8th-seeded team is. The Tigers win the first round. They'll play the winner of the 3 or the 4-5 matchup. And then the winner, the highest seeded remaining team in the regional championship. Here comes a shot, and that ball is still loose in the box and chased out, and that could be maybe a corner. 9:25 to play in the half. As we will see a host of substitutes come on as Coach Moreno brings on the younger players that don't get an opportunity to play a lot maybe. And again, I thought, listen, that's why Coach Moreno has won 81 games in 8 years. been to back-to-back Final Fours. Decisions like that. Why risk injury? The goal is to win a state championship, which the Tigers got ever so close to last year. Oh, what a heartbreaker. Now, you might see the starters come back out for the start of the second half for a little bit, but they won't be out there long. That's a tug on the jersey if I ever saw one. And we'll get that call. And this will be really the best opportunity, one of the best opportunities of the night for Edgewood here. This is Jesus Martinez. And he's giving Chase Martinez. Goes in after the keeper. Liam McLaughlin over on the far side. That's what you'll see from guys that are looking to make an impression, want to play, want to start next year. You're gonna see them chasing the ball. That's you see Ethan Chesser there. This is Thomas Green who lost it there. And the Red Wolves Martinez gives chase again, and it's going to be Holy Trinity ball here on a corner. Yeah, it's a corner. We'll see where he goes with it. Far post. Ball's loose. And we'll do this from the other side now, the one we can see. Once again, stick around at halftime. We've got Evan Spricer, the award ceremony for the Florida Dairy Farmers Cross Country 1A Runner of the Year. Good ball in front, too far though. And that'll go clear across the pitch, and that'll be Edgewood ball. As looking to check in for the Red Wolves is A.J. McCogney. And he is in. And they come. And taken away by the Red Wolves. That trickles in. That's a goal. Nice job. What a shot. That's a nice goal. Trying to get the number off the back of that young man. It's a heck of a goal. That goes off the hands of Strom and drops into the back of the net. And it's now 4-1. Clean sheet is gone. I believe. Hold on, I'm going to get his number because that was a pretty shot. And that'll go out. Might be Andrew Eggert that scored that goal, number 6. Stop. Good hustle here. Try to keep the ball in, but across the midfield circle, and again, I think that's Eggert down the right side. You got ball first, but it goes out. Less than 90 seconds to play in the first half. It's been all Holy Trinity, with the exception of the one goal just scored moments ago by, I believe, Andrew Eggert. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Under 10 seconds to play in half one. As the remaining time is kept on the field. So it's 2 from Cooper Yazier, and there's halftime. 2 from Cooper Yazier, 1 from Will Seitz, and 1 from Evan Spreitzer. And I want to get the young man that scored this goal. There he is coming off the field now. He would be the last one off. That is my luck. But that is the Edgewood goal scorer right there with the ball on his foot.
Sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida's student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. The FHSAA reminds you that live streaming state series events via social media without prior approval is prohibited. If you are live streaming this event without
Seth Nichols. It is Seth Nichols that scored. All right, as promised, here is the award ceremony that was recorded a little earlier today at the Holy Trinity Athletic Center. So why don't we go ahead and play that, and we'll be back with the start of the second half coming up here on Brevard Sports Network.
All right, guys, listen up. Hey, thanks for all coming. We're here today to present a very, very special award to one of Holy Trinity's greatest ever athletes, Evan Fhsaa. We are presenting today the Florida Dairy Farmers Award. It's got a bit of a strange name, but basically the Florida Dairy Farmers, they're the biggest sponsor for FHSAA. And it's a huge organization. And they've been working with FHSAA for a long time, I think since '92, and they want their name associated with the best awards. So anytime you see a Dairy Farmers Award, it basically means the best in the state. And that is what we are presenting today. So I'm going to hand it over to Coach Bailey, who's going to give a few highlights about Evan.
All right, let's talk about what the best in the state looks like. First of all, thanks guys for showing up to be here with us to support Evan in this. Like Coach said, great accomplishment. So the first thing I'll say, guys, is Evan is this year, well, the 2025 season is made him the most decorated cross-country athlete in Holy Trinity history, and we know that's saying a lot considering the strong tradition here. Here's some things he did this season. First at FSU pre-state meet, Evan went sub 15. There's only been 4 guys to do that. He's currently number 3 on that list. Went 15, was that 58? 14, 58 on that. Couple weeks later, Evan won the 1A championship, running away with that race, state champion. Couple weeks later, Brooks South Regional is where he broke the school record, broke Daniel Moore's record, 14:52, won that race, exciting finish. A lot of you guys saw it. And then he wrapped up his cross-country season with a 15th place finish with his All-American at Brooks National. So, guys, greatest distance runner, Holy Trinity history, Evan Fhsaa. Here it is.
I think the first thing I want to know is, for a guy that wasn't doing this 3 years ago, what does it mean to be able to capture awards? I mean, this is an extremely prestigious honor to be able to capture. What does it mean to you? I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it means a lot. Starting our running 2 years ago, I was just running to get in shape for soccer, but then I think this just really shows like the hard work that I put in and like all the long nights and early mornings that I wake up every day. It like reflects my hard work. So yeah.
Coach, you ever see anything like this in your entire career?
No, I have not.
And the reason I mean, distance running, pardon me for saying this, and God bless all the distance runners, it's an acquired taste that becomes a love. How do you, what did you see in them? When did you see it?
I saw Evan on the soccer field right three years ago, right before he started. Like, they play soccer in the winter, so I saw him out there running. I obviously wanted to come out and run and just get faster, get better, but immediately said that guy has a gift. I used the word Prefontaine. People thought I was crazy. Mike has the same stride, things like that. And it turned out to be, came out the track that spring, and it's just like, I was like, this guy's going to be a stud. That was his, sophomore year. And from then, it's, ran cross country and just showed us his strength. Hard worker, like he said, self-driven, puts his talent to work.
State champ. Now you're back on it. Obviously you have soccer. You're going to go win a state championship there too. But you're going to go back on the track here in the spring, and you're defending state champ there. What are your goals this season for spring?
My goal is to try to go as close to sub 4 as I can in the mile, and then just try to run like the best 2-mile time I can possible to try to put myself at like the national level. This
is only the 6th time in 9 years I've been present for a Florida Dairy Farmers Award. Congratulations to you, Evan. Well deserved. And good luck in soccer and good luck this spring. Thank you. All right, welcome back here as we get set to start the second half. The Tigers 40 minutes away from, I'm not sure. Oh, I was like, what are we doing? We started. They'll switch sides. And once again, we want to thank Gillen, and Lindbeck, BrevardInjuryLaw.com, Melbourne's top injury law firm, as our sponsor for tonight's broadcast. And Chrissy Lindbeck as well. Here comes the throw in. 4-1, Cooper Easier. Will Seitz and Evan Spreitzer with the goals. Seth Nichols for Edgewood. Trying to get the clock set back for you guys again. We'll set it at 39 minutes. Sorry about that. Just trying to get the clock ready. 4-1, Holy Trinity on top here. This would be a throw in for Edgewood, and all the main players in terms of the leading scorers, the captains, things of that nature, they're all sitting down now. This is for the guys of the future to finish up here. Coach Moreno getting them some important playing time. And we do have a new keeper in for Holy Trinity as well. I believe it's Luke Swin. This is a chance. Offsides is the call. I believe that is Luke Swin, who is now in net for the Tigers. And Luke just puts this one out of commission. Fed ahead. That's a nice pass ahead. What do we got here? Offsides. Jesus Martinez, the guilty party. Mateo Guico Shannon stays in between the tubes for the Red Wolves. He plays it ahead. Little push from behind. And here comes Seth Nichols with a foot race. Nichols, that'll be knocked out by Ethan Chesser. And this should be an Edgewood corner. Nope. Yep. In front. And the Red Wolves have come out in the second half looking to try to make a little noise against some of the backups here, some of the future of the Tigers. Edgewood pretty much feels like, I mean, you look at their roster, it's one extreme or another. I mean, they got 7th, 8th graders and sophomores or seniors. They've got, let's see, 4 seniors, and the rest are 7th, 8th, or sophomores. So, no juniors. Not a lot of senior leadership. And here we go. Chance here. And that goes wide of the net. But a goal kick coming and immediately played out. Seth Nichols, one of those seniors, the goal scorer for Edgewood. Played ahead. That was Liam McLaughlin, and that'll go out, and this will be Tiger ball. This will be Caden Calero here. As Caden with a free one. Ball's at the 30 there. Little chip shot inward and sent back out off the forehead of a Tiger defender. In the box. Nice move inside, down low. That might. Nope. Tiger ball. Edgewood scores another goal. You may see some of the starters trickle back in this thing before the water break. Spin will come all the way up. Huh. Good ball. Kind of drops into no man's land there. About 9 minutes gone by here in the second half. 4-2, or 4-1, I should say. That second goal, Edgewood trying to work on now. Nichols unhappy with the no call there. I didn't see a foul. Actually checked that was Giannis Mazadon, who was not happy. You see some of the missed opportunities for some of the younger players. You start to see a few of the starters trickle back in a little bit here. Ball will travel out, and it'll be a goal kick. Again, I believe the brackets will be released Friday, sometime between 12 and 2. Stay tuned to Brevard Sports Network. We usually post the brackets as soon as they happen. The referees in the stands not happy about that. No call. And played back, giving chase is Angel Perez. Perez feeds it down the far touchline. And battle ensues there. Played ahead and a foot race. Perez plays it back to his keeper. Played ahead. Oh, no, that's a trip. Not called. Played out. About 26 to go now as Holy Trinity and Edgewood do battle here in the 2A-7 District Championship. As things started fast and furious, they'd have made Vin Diesel proud. As Holy Trinity raced out to a 4-0 lead on goals by Cooper Yazier, Will Seitz, and Evan Spreitzer. And then Coach Moreno kind of pulled all the starters back. And that's when the first goal of the night was scored by Edgewood. And Seth Nichols. And speaking of Nichols, trying to find him now on the feed ahead. Played back to the keeper, Luke Swin. Nice cross. Chance, shot, and it goes high. Chance there for the Tigers to put the fifth goal on the board, but the ball sails high into the thin night air. Thin and cold night air. Good header. 9 straight district championships. That is an incredible feat for soccer, for any sport, but my goodness. I'd have to look up to see who the last team to win the district championship not named Holy Trinity was. I would imagine it was probably West Shore, Edgewood. Uh-oh. That ball goes off of everybody. That was almost a comedy of errors there that could have resulted in a goal, but luckily cleaned up. Maybe MCC. I have to take a look. Should be 9 boys teams, 9 girls teams. We should have anywhere from 18 to 20 Brevard County soccer teams in the FHSAA state tournament this year. That's a really good representation. We will get plenty of teams that didn't win a district championship that will receive at-large berths, such as Melbourne in 6A, Rockledge in Merritt Island in 4A. For the girls, I'm talking to girls. Boys, we just mentioned West Shore here in 2A. It'll be Melbourne in 6A. So plenty to cheer for coming up in the coming weeks as we approach the state championships in Auburndale and DeLand. They are a week apart, 1A through 3A in Auburndale and 4A through 6A at Spec Martin in DeLand. Don't know if you know this, but that stadium is where a large portion of the movie The Waterboy was filmed. Battles in the box here as we approach the second half water break. 22 minutes to play in the match. Ball is ping-ponging around out there. Here come the Tigers. Chance trying to add the number. Oh, nice play. Got ball. Good defensive play there. I guess. Looked like it. Looked like he got the ball first. I don't see anybody over there. Oh, there he is. Back there with his hands up. Ball's in front. That ball laid down nicely right in the middle. Still loose in the crease area. Shot blocked. Chance. Shot again. Still going, and that'll go for a goal kick now. And that'll take us to the second half water break. 5 goals on the board. They all came back in half one, back with the second half of the second half right here on Brevard Sports Network.
February 17th through the 21st for classes 4A through 7A at Lake Myrtle Sports Park in Auburndale. And February 23rd through the 28th for classes 1A through 3A at Spec Martin Stadium in
Hi,
Lexington.
I'm Christy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows and let's get started.
All right. I want to thank Chrissy Lindback, as Chrissy is the real estate expert. She'll sponsor the second half. In the second half, I want to thank Gillen and Lindback. As all aboard the crazy train. That's where we are headed. Final 1945.
Posting pictures from today's event on social media, tag the FHSAA and we'll repost and share it. Follow the FHSAA on X, Instagram, and Snapchat by searching for FHSAA. You can also like us on Facebook at
Running my clock so that I can catch up to theirs. And here, hang on. Hang on. There we go. Now let's go. Final 20 minutes of the second half right here on Brevard Sports Network are underway. Nichols with it, plays it back. Oh, nice. They settled that nicely. But backing off the play there, looked like Thomas Green a little bit. And he boots this one straight out to the 50, bounces through off the knee. And this will be a free kick. That's a Dawn. Starting to get a little chilly out now. Oh, my. That one slipped past the keeper. And for some reason, just throws it out of bounds. I don't. Ayush Baroka set to throw it in. Kush's brother, younger brother.
Champion has a ring to it, right? Here, Jones is the official championship partner of the Florida High School Athletic Association. Every season has a story. Let Jeff Jones help celebrate yours as an official championship ring. Visit champsforever.com to learn more.
The old FHSAA mandatory announcements. Here come the Tigers again. And nothing again. Here comes Edgewood trying to get that second goal in and maybe make a 2-goal match of it. But it won't happen.
Gatorade for athletes who believe the game is innovating beyond hydration to create the future of sports fuel. Fuel in the day, fuel in the future.
My favorite one's the one with all the NFHSs and FHSAAs. That one, man, gets me every time. Yeah. Goal kick coming. We do appreciate the FHSAA, Miss Kenya Tolbert and Doris Mahoney, and just all great people up there in Gainesville. Cannot thank them enough for the generosity and all that they've done for us at Brevard Sports Network and student athletes. And I know that sometimes the FHSAA is twisted in controversy at times with decision this or this, but I ultimately think it's to make high school sports better.
For athletes to perform their best, they require the best. For over 100 years, that's what Wilson has delivered. Wilson is the official ball of the NFL, NBA.
And I always believe that because I have direct personal dealings with these people. Shot! And turned aside by Luke Swin, and it stays 4-1. Great shot, great save. Swin read it the whole way. 13:25 to play. Corner coming. Edgewood, if the score holds, will end their season at 6-6-3. That's it's a 500 record. A good young team could challenge this Holy Trinity program here in the next couple of years. That's for sure. You look at the number of sophomores and the number of 7th and 8th graders on this roster, and they certainly have a lot of talent, a lot of young talent that'll mature and get better. They will not reach the state tournament without a victory here tonight. They entered as the number 11 seed in the region. They needed to win this match tonight to claim the automatic berth. As for the Tigers, well, that's a different story. Holy Trinity will, if the score holds, be 12-1-1. They will enter the state tournament as the number 2 seed in all of 2A, the number 1 seed in 6A Region 2, and they'll play the first 3 games of the state tournament should they continue to win right here at Catherine A. Ford Field at Kelly Stadium. The only time they will vacate the premises is to head to Auburndale for the Final Four. Shot, and another good one there. That was a laser off the foot, and Swin was equal to the task. And the score stays 4-1 with 11:22 to play in the match. Luke Dagler with it. Holy Trinity, one of 2 boys teams that will pick up a number 1 seed. The header and grabbed. Vieira will be a number 1 seed as well in 6A Region 2. Checking in, number 12. That's Jack Sedek for Edgewood and Bo Bagwell for Holy Trinity. And it stays 4-1. Dangler with a big right foot. That's onside. The keeper will come out to greet everybody and pick up the ball. Rolls it out to his defender. Played ahead, but intercepted by Dangler. Dangler back through.
FHSAA encourages the more than 240,000 students participating in interscholastic athletics in the member schools to achieve their goals through
Hold in the box and a little nudge forward, and the keeper.
Steroids, dietary supplements, and other performance-enhancing substances.
Guimo Shannon equal to the task. Oh, looked like a dangerous play there. Kushbaroka. Where's the ball? 8:36 to play. I want to thank Athletic Director James Phillips. Oh, nice slide. And they're out of play area because we're going to run into the window here. That's Dawn explaining to Dagler. He accidentally tripped him, helped him up. 7 minutes to play. Oh, what a ball in front there. Nice. And that ball will creep over the top of the crossbar. And there is Coach Kelsey down there dropping the district champion trophies and the runner-up trophies on the table. Always good to take one of those back or put one of those in a trophy case. Dangler gives chase, takes his hands off. That's usually a sign of guilt. Played ahead and played out. Tigers are 5 minutes away from a 9th straight district title. Played back to the keeper. Better be careful. He'll give up the 5th. And frustration there just watching Seth Nichols, the lone goal scorer, who was like, come on, man. And that was a nice save by a defender, not the goalie. Goalie was on the ground. This will be a corner. Still a chance for the 5th goal in the second unit to score their first goal of the match. Cooper Zier, Will Seitz, and Evan Spreitzer with the goals. Zier with 2 of them. We'll see what becomes of it. That ball hits the far post, going to the far post, and cutting it off was Gorko Shannon as he jumps up and knocks it down. He gets it out to Nichols. Nichols plays it back, played ahead. Edgewood can't be going back and forth with it. They need to press. Here comes Nichols, free in the slot, quickly covered up. That ball does not make it to the touchline. It's saved. Luke Dagler picks it off, though, gives it back to Baroka. Baroka will just put a foot into it, and that ball gets past everybody and just trickles down. That'll be Tiger ball. 2:54 to play. Our man of the match tonight, yeah, it'll be Cooper Yazier. Shot and a save. It's a whistle. Yeah, I thought the referees in the stands don't like it. But I thought it was all ball, too. Okay, maybe a little shin. 150 to go, free one here. Nice angle. He kicked that one down the Wickham Road. And, yeah, that didn't help. Under 90 seconds to go. I thought that'd be a little more direct, but it was not. They're getting in each other's way. Nichols plays defense and takes the ball. I'm not sure Edgewood, 40 seconds to go here. They must just be, I would think they would be trying to get a shot off, but they couldn't do it. That's going to wrap it up here. The whistle, double bangs will be coming any time now. Congratulations to Adrian Moreno as the 82nd win of his career is another district championship. We'll stay for the trophy presentation. Watch the boys get the trophy in their hands, and then we'll log off. Not sure what's on the docket tomorrow night. I'll have to take a look. And that'll do it as the Holy Trinity Tigers win their 9th straight district championship. I don't even know what you call that, a 9-peat? I have no idea. But it's definitely impressive as they get a 4-1 win over Edgewood tonight. And this is not the goal, nor is a regional championship a goal. You got to do both, essentially, to get where the Tigers want to go. But the goal for this team is a state championship, and nothing less will suffice for these young men. This is exactly what they are after. They appreciate winning a district. They're going to love winning a regional championship, but the state championship trophy is the one they covet. Coach Moreno's wife down there with his twins. Found out today the twins are doing great, up to 10 pounds now. The boys Edgewood will be presented with their district runner-up trophy. Nobody ever wants a runner-up trophy. I mean, they're not exactly sprinting to it.
Congratulations to both teams on a great match and an outstanding season. We will now begin our trophy presentations. First, we would like to recognize our 2A District 7 runner-up, the Edgewood Red One.
And Edgewood announced as the district runner-up, and the trophy presentation there. And for the 9th straight year, James Phillips will present this trophy, or an athletic director will present this trophy to the Holy Trinity Tigers and Adrian Moreno. 7th year in a row to Moreno. And Moreno, of course, took over for Phillips. Phillips, the coach here, as the Tigers are your district champs. There you go, boys. Celebrate it. and it's deserved. So that'll wrap it up from Catherine A. Ford Field here on the campus of Holy Trinity, where the Edgewood Red Wolves and the Holy Trinity Tigers did battle tonight, and Edgewood comes out on top 4-1. And I want to thank our sponsors, Gillen and Lindback, and Chrissy Lindback, the real estate expert. And we'll be back with you. The plan is to be here for all of these regional matchups with Holy Trinity. So we'll be following the Tigers' path to a state championship this year. So for all of you, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. Have a great night, everyone.